because this music worked out well for us last time. We you gonna play something?
Gives them a satisfaction
Oh.
they couldn't get any other way.
Okay. This is not jazz. What? Next. This is better. This is closer. This is more the vibe I wanted. This is more what I wanted. So, yeah. Welcome back to Jazz Dungeon. One thing I wanted to try tonight is in the settings here, there's a Cthulhu model, and basically it's different than Griffin and it's different than Dragon. It's a different model. So supposedly it can still give me Dragon or Griffin quality responses, but it's a different model. So I kind of wanted to try this new model out and see what kind of stories we can craft. So let's jump right into it. Oh. Hopefully this is quiet enough music-wise. So let's is this my archive? Tiger King and Quarantine are the two archived ones. Okay. Let's try a custom one. Let's see. I'm not used to having a green screen. It's not really a green screen, but it's functioning as well. It's really just lights. It's my normal setup, which is really interesting. It works for some reason. You are... Who are we? Let's see, one sec. We are... Okay, here we go. We are... You are Sponge Robert. Rectangle Pantaloons. You are a fry cook. Oh, what don't you like about that? Okay. You are a fry cook at a restaurant called the grimy goat. So yeah, you are Sponge Robert Rectangle Pantaloons, and you are a fry cook at the Grimy Goat. You work tireless hours and gain no recognition for any accomplishments. No, for anything you do. For anything you do. Okay. That's got to go right into the pins right away. We're just going to save that right away. I don't want to lose sight of this.
You are overwhelmed with the desire for recognition.
Here we go.
You set out to write a great play that will make the critics take
Oh.
notice. You are frustrated when nobody notices your work.
No. That started good.
One day it all falls apart as a new type of oil is introduced.
Ooh.
This new vegetable oil causes adverse reactions in
Here we
some
go.
who eat it, and will not work with all of the old menu items.
You approach your boss and say, Mr. Mr. Gruff. I don't know how to say this, but the cheaper the new oil you bought to save a couple dimes is causing harm to the customers. To the customer. Some say they will never come back.
Then he tells you I can't fire the oil, so you
Oh, Jesus!
you better find a new job and quick. After this you go back to your workstation and grab your stuff.
Oh, man. That's rough. Okay. You grab your...
Gives them a satisfaction they couldn't get any other way.
Yeah, that didn't take long. You grab your only belonging. A spatula passed down to you from your father. After grabbing the spatula, you leave the restaurant, defeated and depressed. Man, that's rough.
Dot. You walk down the streets of the busy town, and you look for a new job. You know that in this economy, good jobs are hard to come by.
Yeah. You go to the nearest gas station. You go to the nearest corner store, let's say. I don't know if there's cars in this plot. You go to the nearest corner store and buy a newspaper, hoping to find a new job. Hey, Crab. I gotta scroll up and show you where we're at because I think you'll enjoy this. You are Sponge Robert Rectangle Pantaloons. You are a fry cook at a restaurant called the Grimy Goat. You work tireless hours and gain no recognition for anything you do. One day it all falls apart as a new type of oil is introduced. This new vegetable oil causes adverse reactions in some who eat it and will not work with all the old menu items. You approach your boss and say, Mr. Gruff, I don't know how to say this, but the new oil you bought to save a couple dimes is causing harm to the customers. Some say they will never come back. Then he tells you, I can't fire the oil, so you are fired. You better find a new job quick. So that didn't take long. We're also using the new Cthulhu model.
The help wanted section and see nothing. Disheartened, you walk back to your small apartment.
Okay. When you arrive home, you are greeted by your pet what's my pet? My pet is by your pet octopus. It's the Cthulhu model. It's new. It's only open for the month of November, apparently. Yeah, Cthulhu. You're greeted by your pet octopus named Randy. Okay.
You begin to think Randy is the only friend
Oh,
you've
no.
left. You think about how you can support yourself and your friend when you think back to that restaurant.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Randy is a grey octopus with
Here we
3
go.
tentacles and a very large head.
Yeah, that's getting there.
After feeding him a
Here we
jar
go.
of milk,
There we
you
go.
ask him for advice.
There you go. Randy responds with nothing but gurgles and hisses. He is an octopus after all. Yeah, feeding the octopus a jar of mayonnaise. After you put Randy to bed, you hop onto the computer and begin looking for a new job.
You do not have a computer at work because you can't afford one at the time. After browsing around the net for what seems like hours, you come across a site that looks promising.
No, we're gonna redo that.
You spend most
Here
of
we
your
go.
free time doing this, and you finally find a new job as a fry cook at the Pescadero Pancake House.
The Pescadero Pancake House. Okay. You go to bed and get a good night sleep. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Save that. You go to bed and get a good night's sleep. The next morning, you head to the Pescadero Pancake House for your first shift. Let's see what happens next. Why does it keep saying dot? What? No. That's not.
You are greeted by a short man named Mr. Vith who seems friendly enough. After a week of work at the Pescadero Pancake House, you start to make friends with your co-workers.
Okay. You start to make friends with your co-workers. Not without entirely stopping the stream. Transcoding should be an option on the stream though. There should be transcoding in Twitch, but that's pending resources, but I would have to turn my stream off to scale down the quality. You start to make friends with your coworkers. You ask your coworkers. Okay. You turn to one of your coworkers and say, hey, would you like to grab a dish or two at Goofy Goobers after work? Let's see if it knows what Goofy Goobers is.
Your co-worker responds to, you know I can't afford that, I am just a cook. You are shocked by his response and go into the back to get away.
Okay. Saddened and defeated by the rejection of your co-worker not wanting to go to hang out with you. You begin to lose focus on the task at hand. Let's see what happens here.
A few hours later you head into the break room to take your tea break. You are heartbroken by the words of your co-worker, and you grab a lamp to try to cheer yourself up.
A lamp? No. You find a crab?
You start to slowly burn the pancakes and get some bad
There we go.
reviews for them that day. After the shift, you go home like you always do.
No. Something else.
Dot. Without focus you accidentally uncook the eggs, which are a key ingredient in the pescadero omelette. The omelette is a mess, and Mr.
Oh, that was so close. Let's try again. That was close.
Dot. You take an order and burn it to
Here
a
we go.
crisp. After your burnt order, Mr. Vith grabs you by the scruff of the neck and drags you into his office. As Mr.
We're training the model here. Don't worry.
Dot, you make a mistake while cooking and spill batter on Mr. Worth's shoulder, Mr.
Why does it keep ending with Mr.?
Dot, you burn your hand on the grill because you are preoccupied.
Here we go.
Your hand is burned and you go to the back to go through the back door to go home.
Okay. You go home before your shift is over and tell no one. In the panic, you forget that you left an omelet on the grill. I can't spell. You left an omelet. Omelet on the grill. Am I gonna get fired again?
Dot, you return the next day to start shift again. When you arrive, Mr. Vith asks, where were you yesterday? You burnt the omelet pretty bad.
I burnt. You look down at the ground and say to Mr. Worth, is that his name? Mr. Worth, I burned my hand on the grill and I was embarrassed. So I ran home to cry. Okay. I'm gonna get fired again, I know it.
Mr. Vith says, I understand that, but you left an omelette on the grill for 4 hours. It was burned,
No!
so we threw it out. This is unacceptable. You are fired.
You jump into Mr. Girth's arms, crying uncontrollably, and say, please don't fire me. I need this job. Let's see what happens now. Come on.
Mr. Vith says, don't let it happen again or you will be fired. After a few weeks of working at the Pescadero Pancake House, you have grown to like the town.
I always lived here. Nope.
Mr. Girth drops you and says you are fired, now go.
You crawl out of the restaurant on your hands and knees, crying louder with every step towards the door. Get a job at Krabby Burgers? We could.
once you exit the restaurant, you walk down to the nearest alley and scream into the night to release the pain.
Okay, you scream into the night to release your pain. You look around. Krabby tacos. What do I see? What do I see when I look around?
And see yourself surrounded by rats.
Uh-oh. You slowly start to back away as you are afraid of rats. You wish Randy was here to comfort you. That's plausible. Okay. What you gonna do with that AI?
Dot. The rats notice you and
Oh
start
no.
to charge. You begin to panic and run out of the alley, fearing for your
Oh
life.
no.
The rats follow you into the street.
You grab the nearest object you can find and begin to swing it at the rats. What's it gonna be?
Dot. The object you find is a light post. You swing the light post at the rats with as much force as possible. The light post hits the ground, and you stop swinging.
I'm just gonna hit enter again. I want to see what it comes up with. Jesus, I must be strong.
You give in to your fear and start crying. You realize that the rats are still there, staring at you. You look up and see a man standing in front of you with a 6-shooter drawn.
Gives them a satisfaction they couldn't
You
get
are
any
frozen
other
with
way.
fear and can't manage to say a word. Why do these all end with like a with a guy in a gun or like someone who wants to kill you? Why is there no like nice ending? There's no good ending in
Dot.
this
You
game.
stare at the man with wide eyes, scared out of your mind. As soon as he took aim, he was shot in the chest by another man.
What? You look towards the other man? What a twist!
And start to cry again. You realize that he is the man who you have been searching for. His name is Randy.
What? What? No. Randy. No. Randy's the octopus.
And
That's been
see your friend
established.
Randy.
There we
You
go.
run into his arms crying and tell him what happened. Randy says you are a fry cook now.
There we go. No, Randy. I was fired again. Oh, I might have to redo that.
You say between sobs.
Oh, no, we're good.
You stand up and wipe your eyes. You see that Randy is bleeding profusely after he was shot by the man with the 6-shooter.
You ask Randy if he is okay and then proceed to take him. I was fire again. Proceed to take him to the nearest vet. I'm not sure if this game knows he's still an octopus. That did nothing.
Dot. the vet says Randy will be just fine. He is a very lucky boy.
Oh boy.
You are relieved and pay for his bill. You leave the vet with Randy and begin to walk home.
What a crazy day. You say to Randy. Let's go home and never speak of this again. Also, why can Randy talk now? Yeah, there were killer rats. I don't know what happened to them.
You and Randy walk home together hand in silence.
The end.
The Laxative is a story within the storyline of the man who
What?
wrote the book. It is written by a man named Daniel, who in turn is writing a journal.
No. No, it's just the end. Thank you. Epilogue? Sometimes this works.
There is no epilogue.
Oh. I know Randy grew a hand somehow. I think we should end that story there. That was a really good story. And I don't want to ruin it by trying to stretch it too far. We should start another story now. Okay. New story. Oh man. The best story of the night is going to be captured in a YouTube highlight, and I kind of hope that one is the one. That was really good. That one was really good. Like I haven't had one that good in a while. I think I'm going to stick with single player for a little bit. Multiplayer was a bit crazy last time. And I really don't know what multiplayer is going to do with Cthulhu. Let's help AI Dungeon train their model a bit. We'll see what we can do here. Oh man. Okay. You are Batman. The town of Gotham has become a rather peaceful place. A rather peaceful place. And you begin to question if Batman is even needed anymore. Let's get some new music before we start this. The jazz was great. Let's do some metal. Hello? There we go.
As you run through your morning regime of calisthenics and training, you can't help but notice the gradual decline of crime in your beloved city. The papers haven't given a good story in weeks.
Okay. You finish your training and shout, "Alfred, get in here, you spaz." We're gonna be mean to Alfred. We're gonna be so mean to Alfred.
Alfred, Alfred, your butler responds, yes, sir. As
Oh,
he
wait.
follows the
Oh,
sound of
crap.
your
No,
voice,
go back.
Alfred, what's
Oh, wait.
wrong with this city?
That should be story. Story worked well last time. Good suggestion,
Join you in
guys.
the kitchen for a hearty breakfast of orange juice and
No.
as you
No,
finish
no.
your
He
meal,
comes to
he
me.
appears shortly
Here we
dressed
go.
in his butler outfit. Is there anything you need, Master Bruce? Alfred, bring me the paper, now. You snarl as you throw your towel at him.
Okay. You stand in the same spot, staring at your watch and sighing as you await Alfred's return. Let's see what... We're going to be so mean to Alfred today.
But he returns shortly with the paper in hand. We have not received a good story in weeks, Master Bruce.
Then perhaps... Then perhaps we need to make one. You say to Alfred with a crazy look in your eyes. Oh man.
He looks at you with a "what the hell are you talking about" look on his face. You ignore him and grab the paper, scanning the headlines for inspiration.
Alfred. Get the bat gun. I have an idea. You say enthusiastically. You could just kill yourself. I could.
He looks at you with a look of horror on his face and runs away. You laugh as he runs away and grab the bat gun.
You get dressed in your bat. You get dressed in your bat costume and run to the bat car. Where everything's gonna be the bat, whatever. I wonder how much this thing knows about Batman.
You drive to Gotham City Bank to meet with Commissioner Gordon.
You take out the bat gun and say, "Well, Gordy, it's about time for things to heat up in Gotham. And I have the perfect idea. We're going to be crazy Batman." What are we going to do?
Grab the paper out of your lap and throw it at Commissioner Gordon's face.
No, we're not there anymore.
You explain your plan to Gordon, who reluctantly agrees with you. I just don't know about this.
No,
Are
he's
you
not.
sure
No,
it will work?
he's not going
He
to.
asks you
No,
with a nervous look on his face.
he's not going to agree to this. I have an idea in my head.
You laugh maniacally as
There we
you
go.
walk into the bank towards the chief bank teller.
Holding the bat gun. No, not dat gun. The bat gun in the air. You say, "Put all of the bat money in this, in the bat bag." What's gonna happen?
Gordon says, what's with the bat gun? I thought you gave those up.
No. We're in a bank now, Gordon. Not quite.
You laugh again and point the gun at the teller.
You shout bang and scare the teller and then run out of the bank giggling like a school girl. Not that gun. We're crazy. We're crazy Batman.
Don't you drive back to the Batcave with your bat suit on and having a ball? You put on some headphones and listen to the song Jump in the Line.
No, we're not going back to the Batcave. Oh shoot. I hit my
Don't you
mic.
run back to the bat car and drive away, leaving the chief bank teller in a daze.
You drive to an empty highway and begin driving at extreme speeds while blasting the song. Did they put the song name in quotes? I don't know. Girls just want to have fun on the stereo. On the bat stereo. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Good old bat stereo. Where would I be without that?
You begin laughing again and can't help but notice a police car in your rearview mirrors. You look at the police car and think, oh no, a cop, I bet he wants to catch me.
You pull the car over, but do not turn down the music. This is your favorite song, after all. Oh no, it's American spelling, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're not turning down this music.
You turn to the police officer and say, hi, what's going on here?
Okay, let's see what else it has to say. What's going on here? And the police officer looks at me and says,
he responds in a stern tone, you need to step out of the car, young man.
do you know who you are talking to? You reply in a menacing tone. Batman ain't taking shit. Batman don't take shit. He is shit.
Do you know that I am Batman?
Sure, let's go with that.
You pull the bat gun out of
Oh.
your pocket and fire it into the air. He drops to the ground and begins crying. You grab his hand and place a bat note in it.
What does the bat note say? You drive off like a bat out of hell and speed off into the distance. What does the bat note say? We'll never know.
You laugh manically all the way home.
When you arrive back at the bat cave, you get out of the bat car and say, Alfred, get the hell over here. Okay. We're going to make a headline yet, guys. What the headline will be, I don't know.
Go into the bat cave and grab the bat shark repellent and spray it all over his face.
That's good. That's good, but no. We can't keep that one.
He runs over. You hand him a bat note.
Another bat note. Alfred opens the bat note and it says, bring me my Kool-Aid, bitch. This is so good. What the? I don't know. I don't know.
Nervously and moves away.
You pace back and forth, nervously waiting for your Kool-Aid. Oh boy. This one's good too.
Alfred returns shortly with your Kool-Aid.
Give me that Kool-Aid. You scream and snarl at Alfred. We're starting to go crazy. We're just dropping bat notes left, right, and center.
I know what you did to that cop. He hands you your glass of Kool-Aid and runs away screaming, I didn't do anything, I swear. It wasn't me, I promise.
You look in the glass and realize it is not Kool-Aid. You yell, Alfred, what the hell is in this glass? Man, Alfred sucks tonight.
He comes back to the room with a terrified look on his face. It is just blue Gatorade. I didn't do anything to the Kool-Aid.
Gatorade is not Kool-Aid. You useless sack of butler. You growl. This type of mistake is inexcusable. You raise your bat fist. I was going to say bat gun, but I was afraid we would shoot him.
And charge at Alfred.
Okay. Okay. What else? What else?
Alfred runs away screaming, "I didn't do anything, I swear." You get dressed in your bat costume and sit down to write a letter.
you, you write several bat notes and plan to scatter them all, all across Gotham City. No one will ever expect it, you think to yourself. I don't know why we're so obsessed with writing.
While laughing maniacally when they find out what I have done, you run outside and toss the notes all over Gotham City. You laugh manically as you scatter the notes all over the city.
Okay. You take off your bat costume and walk around the city hoping someone will find your bat notes. I like that it learned that I was putting bat in front of everything.
You walk into a bank and pull your bat gun out of your pocket. Put all the money in the bat bag. You command the chief bank teller.
No. Hey, Cleveland.
After a few hours of waiting, you get bored and go back to the bat cave. You turn on the bat television and watch a rerun of the Joker getting killed by Batman.
That's pretty good, but I don't know. Dude, this story is really good. I would recommend when this comes out on YouTube, I index everything so you can jump to the specific parts. I highly recommend watching this one and the one before it. They were both amazing. I don't know if I want to do this though. We're going to re-roll it.
And laugh just as maniacally as you. You begin to feel a little tired, so you walk back into the bat cave and crawl into bed.
It's going to be on the VOD channel for sure. Anything really good will probably become a highlight on the main channel, which is the Sagging Rufus one. But all the streams end up on the VOD channel regardless of if they get a highlight. And the reason I did that was, oh, hey, CC, but I'm a boy. You are new. I have never seen you before. We're going to keep re-rolling this one. I think we can get a good prompt.
You walk around
there we go.
in your regular clothes, and around midnight you come across a group of teenagers sitting on a bench. You notice that one of them has found a bat note.
You get closer to listen. Yeah, we're we're crazy, Batman.
To what they are saying about the note.
Yep. You got it, AI. Okay.
The teenager reads the note. It says, "I am Batman. I took all of the bat money from the bank."
It remembered. You walk up to the teenager. Extend your hand and say, I am Bat Wayne. What? What's your name?
The teenager looks at you, extend your hand, he runs away screaming, "I am calling the police." They all run away as quickly as possible.
You pull out the bat gun and say, everybody freeze. We're not going to kill them. We're going to reroll if it kills them. But the bat gun has been a theme so far. And I don't want them to run away. I want them...
No one listens.
Oh.
The teenagers all run away
There we go.
as fast as they can. You chase after them and fire a bat shot into the air. The teenagers stop running and cower in fear.
You manage to catch one of the teenagers. You stand over them, cackling and yelling, Bat Wayne, Bruce, man.
You are so angry that you rip the teenager's face and beat it over and over again with your back fists. You throw the teenager's face in the gutter and leave
Holy
it there.
shit. What? Oh man. Oh man. I don't even know if we should. You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let it keep going.
You hear the sirens of the police. You run away as fast as you can. The next morning you wake up in your back bed late for work.
No. No, we can't end it there.
You run over to the teenagers and grab them all by the shirt. Now listen to me, you growl menacingly. I am Batman. I need your help.
No.
When you get home, Alfred refuses to make you any bat food or bat snacks. You decide that you will have to make yourself some bat food.
Sure. You realize you don't know how to cook, so you make some bat cereal.
Instead, you put the bat cereal in a bowl and pour some blood on it. You sit down to eat the bat cereal and you realize that you are weak from hunger.
Whoa. Is that normally what people put on cereal? Do they, the normal people put blood on their cereal? Oh my god. Every morning? You eat the cereal. You eat the bat cereal. And throw the bowl behind you while yelling, yeet. Yeah, Crab. What's up? I agree. We're getting there. I
You are
agree.
very hungry and want to eat more bat cereal.
Just wait till we finish our
You
cereal.
don't know what to do next. You think, is there anything to do? You stumble around the house and look for something to do.
No.
Start to think of all the things. You look in the mirror and notice that you are very fat. You yell motherfucker and grab your bat umbrella.
Angry at the weight you have put on, you get back in the bat car. Of course we need more blood. We're going to have bat cereal tomorrow.
And drive to the local elementary
Oh,
school.
no.
You get out of the car and walk into the school building. You find the cafeteria and look around for a young child to take home.
You know what? I'm just going to let the AI continue. I like the Cthulhu engine.
You notice a group of small children playing and decide to take them all home with you.
You throw them all into the trunk of the bat car, but decide not to go home yet. I like Crazy Batman.
Instead you drive them all over Gotham City. You drive around and laugh maniacally. Eventually you decide to take the children home with you and lock them in the dungeon you keep in your basement.
No. Yeah, I like this one too.
Through the city looking for a place to
Here we
eat.
go.
You stop the car in front of a large Chinese restaurant and decide to grab a bite.
You walk into the restaurant dressed as Batman and say, I need a table, and say, just wait for it, I need a table for one, but I am eating for two. Can you imagine if someone if someone walked into a restaurant and said that? This is an amazing story.
The restaurant manager looks alarmed and says, sorry sir, we are all out of those tables.
What do you mean you're all out of tables? You say in a sobering tone. No, in a what kind of tone is this? This is in a murderous tone. There is a... Okay. Let's just see where that goes. This has been a ride, guys.
You grab the manager and drag him out to your car. You force the manager into the trunk of your car with the children. You drive around the city beating everyone in your path.
Oh god. How's that for sacrifices? Batman the Cannibal. I'm just gonna let the AI continue. Oh man. We're eating everyone in our path.
You arrive at the end of town in a dark alley. You walk around for a while looking for a place to eat.
No, we just ate everyone in our path. We're not hungry anymore.
When you finish, you drive through a nearby park and dump the bodies in the lake. You walk back home, get into bed and fall asleep.
No, the night's still young. Oh my god.
Eventually you run out of food in the trunk and decide to head home. You finish off the last child by eating his head with your mouth directly off his skull.
No, I don't want to head home yet. That one's good, but I don't want to head home
Later,
yet.
you find yourself in a police station.
Nope.
You are arrested and taken to jail. Eventually you arrive at a large cave. You grab the children and drag them into the cave. There you find many other
getting
children
close.
hiding from you.
We're getting close. That's not quite what I want, though. I want something I can continue from. The AI seems to want to end the story.
You eat your own Batman while swinging Iron
Yes.
Batman. Eventually you notice that you are getting very hungry. With nowhere to go, you head back to your mansion.
No. Can I edit that? I can. You notice that you were getting very hungry. With no bat car. No. Now that you have devoured the bat car, call Alfred and insist he bring you the bat bike. We need something, right?
Alfred brings the bat bike to your location. You hop on the bat bike and continue eating people. You turn around a corner and nearly mow down a small boy on his bicycle.
Watch where you're going. You yell at the boy and continue driving. The story's almost over, guys. Then we're gonna have to pick something else.
You get back into the city and find a local strip.
Oh boy.
You get off the bat bike and decide to enter the strip club.
I'm gonna let the AI decide.
You walk inside and notice there is no one in the strip club. You yell out who ye are. You realize that all of the strippers are gone.
Before leaving, you take one of the poles with you. This could be a good bat pole. You think to yourself. Well, that's good that the AI toned it back a little bit.
You get back on the bat bike and decide to have a bite to eat. You drive the bat bike all around the city looking for a place to eat.
At this point, you realize that your hunger Realize that your hunger cannot be satisfied by flesh alone.
I need some more sustenance, you think to yourself. You stop for a moment and realize that the only food that you have ever eaten in your entire life is bat food.
No, because I just ate people.
You get back on the bat bike and drive to a local grocery store. You walk through the store eating everything you see.
The store is quickly emptied as your bat hunger continually increases. This is getting weird.
You continue eating everything when you realize that you are running out of food. You walk to the meat section and tear a piece of fresh flesh from your own.
Oh no. Okay, I think this is where we end it. Consumed by the thrill of the hunt, you consume yourself. And there is nothing left. No more Batman. No more Bat Notes. No more crime. Nothing. The end. Let's see if there's an epilogue for this one.
When the police arrived, all that was left of Bruce Wayne was a small pile of bones in a torn bat suit.
Aww. Okay, that one was good. That one was good. Let's start a new story. That one was really good. The Cthulhu engine is insane. Holy shit, that ending. Okay. Okay. You are you are George Joestar, the youngest descendant of the Joestar bloodline. You have just realized we need to change the music again. Every story we're going to change the music to a different genre. I don't know what yacht rock is, but that's okay, there's no yacht rock. Let's listen to indie. You've just realized that you are capable of controlling a stand of. You just realize that you have you realize that you have that you have been cursed with a stand. Okay, no, this music's crap. This music's crap. Hold on. Epic. This is epic music. Come on. Give me the epic music. There we go.
You have been seeing weird things happening since you were young, and now that you are 18 those weird things are starting to affect your daily life. You decided to go to the only person you knew could help you.
Okay, I'm going to let the AI decide who that is. Let's go ahead.
You go to Italy to meet the only other person who should know about this curse. Your grandfather George Joestar too.
Grandpa. What's happening to me? Sometimes when I look out the window, I can see things that other people cannot see. And sometimes that thing yells, one sec. One sec. Sometimes that thing yells, let's see.
Little did you know that your grandfather has been fighting this
Oh.
curse for years. He too had seen the spirit that was haunting you.
No, he's got to respond with something.
It is like I am not fully there and that thing is the reason why. What does it
Nope.
mean?
Nope. Come on, give me something. I don't.
Well, grandson, you have the Joestar blood in your veins. When I was your age, I can see those creatures as well. What are they, Grandpa?
It is called a stand. Your grandfather replies. Come on. No whammy, no whammy.
But what is it? Well, it's a spirit that takes root in you when you are born.
Let's see. Bewildered by this new information. You look at your grandfather and say, How did this all happen? How did this all start? Let's see if it knows anything about Dio.
Well, we are a family of lords and posh men, and that's all I am going to say.
What?
You spend your days in Italy learning about
No,
your
no,
bloodline and
no,
your curse.
no,
Well,
no.
It starts when you see a bright light in the sky. A bright light that will lead you to meet your stand and face your first enemy.
You leave and know what must be done. You search for the bright light in the sky. Who's my enemy? Is it Batman? This is the same story from a different angle.
It is not long until you find the light. It shines even brighter than the sun. It calls out to you, Joestar, 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 Joestar.
Joestar. Who's there? Who is there? Who is there? You reply. Who is it, guys? Who is it? I hope it's Batman. Please be Batman.
I am the spirit that will soon take root in you. I will be known as Hermit Purple, says the light.
Oh my God. It knows about JoJo. I am George Joestar the Fourth. And I need your power to both find and defeat my enemy.
Who is that enemy? Her name is Dio Brando. His father killed my father in order to take my inheritance.
I mean, yes, but also no.
George Joestar, what is this about an enemy?
My grandfather told me if I found the bright light in the sky, I would meet my stand and face my enemy. Hermit Purple's actually a stand. I'm a little bit impressed.
You are him. Only you can save us from the dark forces that seeks to control the world. George tells you
No,
that your enemy is
no,
named Dio Brando
I'm-
and he's
I-
trying to take over the
I am
After some
George.
thinking, the spirit gives you his stand Hermit Purple and says, well, young man, go out and find your enemy. I will tell you where to find my old friend.
That's closer.
Yes, you must find a friend, someone who can help defeat my enemy. This friend is known as Dio Brando. He is the son of Dario, the master of the Joestar estate.
It's so close. But not quite.
Ah, you wish to meet your stand? I can grant you this wish. All you must do is trust me. You place your hand on the light.
Okay, this is better. Let's see what it comes up with next.
Your hand dissolves into
Oh,
the
no.
light. Your grandfather told you it would be painful at first, but it will get better with time.
You bite your lip to fight the pain. When the process is complete, you have full control over your new acquired stand. We might be able to salvage this, guys.
Hermit Purple, tell me about my enemy. Hermit Purple takes root in you. It sees images of your grandfather when he was your age.
When he was your age. Continue. What else? Is my grandfather my enemy? That would be a twist. That would be a huge twist. Plot twist.
You want to know about the enemy? Your grandfather's enemy is no other than Dio Brando.
Dio. You start. No. Dio, you think? That name sounds familiar to you. Familiar to you. Maybe I know Dio. This one took a lot more massaging.
He is the one that cursed your grandfather with a stand. But why?
Close, but no.
But you cannot place it.
There we go.
Hermit Purple shows you images of a man with long hair and metal hands.
You return to your home and begin searching for other stand users to help you in the battle that will soon take place. Oh, I spelled that wrong. That's okay. I think it's smart enough. Hello?
You search the world to find stand users, but it is hard to do so because at this time, few people know about stands.
After many
many
years.
years of searching and failing, you find another stand user.
Okay, continue. Who is it? What do they do? I'm Hermit Purple. Is this going to be Magician Red? Is this Avdol? Am I in friggin' Egypt? Come on, AI. Don't fail me now. You clearly know about JoJo. Don't hold back.
That person is a man named Dio.
No.
He agrees to battle your grandfather, but he says he needs more time to prepare for the battle. Your grandfather agrees to this and forgets about Dio and all of this.
No. No.
Tomoko Higashikata. You ask Tomoko to help you in this fight, but she refuses. She says you are not my enemy. You knew that you could not fight this battle alone.
No. No. That's friggin'... That's Josuke's mom. That doesn't make sense. Stupid AI.
His name is Robert Eo Speedwagon.
Sure.
He is another descendant
No.
of the Joestar bloodline as you
No.
are. Together,
No.
you continue the search for other stand users.
Robert E.O. Speedwagon is not of the Joestar bloodline. Wrong again. Although these are all JoJo characters, so like, eh? But no.
You then encounter another stand user. After a long fight, you find out that his
Okay,
name
I'm
is
okay with
Robert Eo
this.
Speedwagon and that he is a good friend of your grandfather's.
Will you help me defeat Dio? You ask Robert. I'm okay with this. He's not actually a stand user in the show. He's before stands, but that's better than Robert E.O. Speed. What?
I must travel the world in search of a lost treasure.
You bitch.
You bitch. You cannot bear the thought of lying. You are a coward and not fit to be a man. I am the coward.
What?
You talk like you can save the world, but you leave your friends to die. I will destroy your soul.
Whoa, whoa, hold on. You cannot bear the thought of allying with a stand that would abandon you. You attack him in a fit of rage. You are a coward and not fit to be a man. I'm a coward. Act like you can save the world, but you leave your friends to die. I will destroy your soul. Okay. Maybe we die to Speedwagon. Man.
You continue to beat Robert. You keep on punching him even when you have broken his bones. You are nothing but a coward who does not know how to fight.
Keep going. This is good. Go on, AI. Or maybe we're going to kill Robert.
You continue to fight Robert until you cannot move. I want you both to die. I will kill anyone who stands in my way.
No.
Robert no longer speaks to you. You travel the world with only
Okay.
Hermit Purple at your side. You know that you will meet Dio soon, but you do not know where he is.
You search the town, trying to gather information about Dio's whereabouts. We're gonna fight Dio, guys.
You
By
see a
yourself.
man with a cane coming towards you. Hello, grandson. I see you are looking for Dio. It is your grandfather.
Grandpa, have you come to help me in my battle against Dio?
No, I came to keep you from getting killed by Dio.
Oh no.
He killed my father and he is going to kill you too. You cannot bear the thought of Dio killing your family.
Grandfather, or grandpa, we'll call him grandpa. This is something I must do to become a man. Do not worry about me. I am a Joestar. I will prevail. Let's hope that's true.
Do not say I did not warn you, he says before walking away. Keep searching for Dio and eventually find him. You see his long hair and metal hands.
Yeah!
He will not escape this time. Dio, I will not let you win. You rush Dio with Hermit Purple at your side, ready to pounce.
Keep going, AI. You're doing great. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Dio throws you to the ground.
Uh-oh.
You hit your head on a rock
No.
and pass out. When
No.
you come to, you notice that Dio is gone. You stand up and try to remember what happened.
The end. No.
You try to punch him as fast as you can. You know he is faster than you, so you will have to strike before he is ready.
He will not escape this time, Dio. I will not let you win. You're okay. Keep going. You're doing really good, AI. Give me like a very climactic fight with minimal intervention.
His shoulder. You will not need those arms now, you think to yourself. You land punches on his face and body. You can feel his blood on your fist.
Keep going. What else? What else? Yes, and...
You feel his metal hand land on your chest.
Oh no.
You have failed. You watch as his blood pools
What?
into the sand.
No.
He screams in pain. You are weak, Joestar. You will die by my hand. You keep on punching him and land a blow on his face, making his nose bleed.
Nah, that's not right.
You hit his chest. You can feel his heart beating. Your grandfather was right. Dio Brando is powerful. You
Okay.
try to find a weak spot on his body.
Okay. Let's see what we get now.
You think that if you hit him hard enough in the right spot, you might be able to stop his heart. You try to hit his
Ooh.
brain. You try his heart again.
Okay, keep going. Good job, AI. Good job.
You try his throat. Eventually you find a vital spot to hit. You know that if you hit him in the head with Hermit Purple, he will die. All you have to do is land your punch.
Okay. I know I'm just hitting enter, but it's doing such a good job on its own.
You know he is trying to get away, so you rush him again.
No.
You stand back to gather your strength. You know that if you hit him too hard he will heal. You aim Hermit Purple at Dio's head. You prepare to lunge.
That's not quite right.
You line up your fist with his temple. Now you let your punch fly. You feel the wind brush past your knuckles. Your grandfather was right. You need time to think about this.
Before even a second passes, Dio kicks you in the back and sends you flying across the room. Dio's got to hit back. It can't be that easy. It can't be too easy, right?
You land in a heap against the wall. You try to recover from the fall. You try to get back on your feet and continue fighting. You face Dio once again.
Okay, AI. Go. Do this again.
Your grandfather was right. Dio is too powerful for you to take.
No.
You
No.
will need help. You run
Run
away.
away.
From home
What?
and join the circus as a performer.
The end. No. No.
But he is no longer there. You look around the room. He is nowhere to be seen. He must be hiding. You look around the room for a place that someone could hide.
Suddenly, you remember Dio is a vampire and could be on the ceiling. You look up in anticipation. Okay. Here we go.
You can feel Dio's cold breath.
Uh-oh.
You try to block his attack, but he is too fast. He kicks you in the stomach and sends you flying.
Shit. What else? The great rule of improv. Yes, and
You land on your back against a bookshelf. You feel the wind knocked out of you. Dio is not going to give you time to recover before attacking again.
suddenly you have a great idea. I could use Hermit Purple as a shield. You say to yourself, is this going to save me? I don't want to interfere too much with the fight. I kind of want to let the AI decide the fight.
You tried to bring Hermit Purple over to your body, but Dio is too fast.
Uh-oh.
He kicks Hermit Purple away before reaching your body. Hermit Purple lands on the other side of the room.
It's not quite how Hermit Purple works, but okay. I don't know what Hermit Purple is in this world. Man, this is getting intense.
You look at Dio with fear in your eyes. I am beaten, you think to yourself. Dio is about to strike the killing blow when you see a man leap from the fireplace.
Whoa! Who is it? Who is it? Who's coming to save? Is it my grandfather? It's my grandfather, right? It's gotta be my grandfather.
Stop, he yells.
Yes.
The man was your grandfather. Dio turns to face the new threat.
Oh, this is getting good. Not as good as Crazy Batman, but this is getting good.
You use this time to try to get up and run away. I told you not to kill him, your grandfather says. He walks towards you and you can feel his hand on your shoulder.
No.
You hear your grandfather say, I will not let you hurt my grandson. You see Dio's eyes narrow. You are the reason I have come here, your grandfather says. You look on in fear.
Okay. Man. It's really good at, like, upping the ante, but it's not good at resolving.
Your grandfather says, I will not let you hurt this family any longer. I understand your power, but the Joestar name will not fall today. You truly are a fool, old man.
Oh shit, son. It's gonna get real. Come on.
Dio says as he prepares to strike. In that second you see your grandfather extend his arm and aim his index finger at Dio. You will regret crossing me, your grandfather says.
Suddenly, your grandfather's hands begin to glow as he takes a deep breath. Let's see if it knows about Haman. Does it know about Haman?
Hermit purple, he yells. You feel the power of hermit purple as it flies through the room. You look in
Whoa.
as the blast heads for Dio's head.
Okay. How come he can control my stand? The AI is so close to fully grasping what this is, but it's...
In a flash the blast reaches Dio's head. You feel the energy from the blast as it lands on Dio's head.
Okay, does it kill him? Is Dio die?
You watch in horror as Dio's head is reduced to a mere skull. Dio turns to dust as he crumbles to the floor.
Easy. Or no. GG. Your grandfather says GG, no re, and slowly walks away. Oh, is that the end? Okay. The end. Epilogue. I'm okay with it ending there. Epilogue.
You live a long life filled with happiness. You die at the age of 89
Oh,
surrounded by
so just
everyone who loved you.
Just a normal life. NBD. Just a normal life. Normal life, normal guy. I get it. I get it. Hold on. Now, the real question is, should we continue with AI Dungeon? Are people enjoying this? I'm enjoying it. I can play something else though if people want to see something else. I don't know what else I would do, but we could find something else or we can continue with AI Dungeon. Oh. Just looking through my library. Let's start up a new dungeon. A new dungeon. Okay. Actually, let's go look at featured scenarios again. Why are these the only featured ones? You know what? Let's do RPG. Enter your name. It's gonna let me pick my race, I guess. Hold on. We're gonna pick a good name. We are... Of course, we are... Who are we? We are... Of course, we are... Rotor... Throater... 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 Bone Crusher. What gender might others view you as? Male. Enter your race. We are a dwarf. Enter your class. We are a We are a dwarven rogue. Daggers. What are you wearing? Black pants, black chainmail. Enter your special trinket. Spindle of infinite thread. Name of the land you wish for your this story this story takes place in none other than this takes place in trying to make this semi-accurate. Daloth is where this takes place.
Reptilian humanoids
Whoa.
who steal all our livestock. If you could help us, that would be much
Okay.
appreciated.
Wow. Okay. You are Throdar Bone Crusher, a male dwarf rogue. You fight with daggers and are wearing black pants, black chainmail, and in your possession you have a spindle of infinite thread. Eager to leave your dull life behind you, you purchase a map of a distant land known as Daloth from a traveling merchant, then hire a ferry to sail out there. The ferry docks, and you are let loose in the large coastal town of Ceylon. Ready to set out in this new land during the ferry I swear I can read. During the ferry ride, you learned of the vast opportunity this town has for eager adventurers such as yourself. Unfortunately, you may have arrived too late. You see a maraud of armor-clad individuals traveling out and around the city with purpose. You are afraid you will not get much choice in the quests you can partake. You arrive in the town square at around midday. And glance at the bounty board. It is almost completely barren, and only one quest remains posted up. You hope it's something worthy of your time. You pull down the letter, which bears a seal of the Ceylon Town Council. It starts with printed forward by the Town Council, which reads, "Dear adventurers, our humble hamlet of Ceylon has been besieged by a maraud of problems as of late. This bounty letter offers up to 1,200 gold for any adventurers who aid our town in solving the following problem." Below that, scrawled in rough handwriting, contains the following: "Adventurers, please help. Our farms on the outskirts of Ceylon are beset upon by reptilian humanoids who steal our livestock. If you could help us, this would be much appreciated." This quest sounds very interesting to you, and you decide to start investigating the reptilian humanoids. Recruit your first companion in the tavern. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do say. No, go back.
Your knack for noticing things.
Okay. Story. Okay.
Dot. You travel to a farming community outside of the town and ask if they have seen any reptilian humanoids.
Okay. I am here to help with the reptile issues. What can you tell me about the recent events. We're going to be such a good adventurer. The best, really.
The farmer sighs. They came in the night and took all our livestock. I think they came from the south.
You nod your head and look for the nearest inn. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum
Dot
ba
you
bum
ask
bum
around town for directions to the best inn. After paying the innkeeper, you rest in your room, preparing for an early departure the next morning.
Okay. Sure, let's just continue.
You stay indoors in order to avoid any potential problems with the reptilian humanoids. You prepare your gear for the day ahead.
No. That sounds silly.
You rise at dawn and make your
Okay,
way
sure.
south, fighting through dense underbrush. You spot the reptiles from a distance. 3 of them are lifting one of the farmer's cows onto their reptilian backs.
Stop at once. You say, brandishing your daggers. What's gonna happen?
Or I will kill you with my daggers.
Oh,
You see them turn and look at you. They pull what appear to be wooden staffs, then leap towards you.
okay. You try to throw daggers. Okay, you take aim and throw daggers. Throw daggers at the leaping reptiles. Let's see what happens.
With skill you throw the second dagger into the chest of the third as it was still leaping.
Okay.
They charge you, you leap to the side and draw your sword, swinging it wildly at the reptiles.
You scan the area. For a place to take cover whilst trying to parry the closest reptile. Okay.
With wild swings you decide to attempt an escape by finding a place to take cover. You attempt to parry the closet reptile with wild swings of your sword, but it dodges your blows easily.
That's not what parry means.
Swings of its staff. You do your best and manage to avoid most of
Okay.
the reptile's attacks. They seem to smell blood as they pushed you further and further into a corner.
You mutter some words in Dwarven and cast a spell. We're a playful trickster rogue. We know some magic. Anybody interested in watching D&D streams? I've been wanting to do them.
Of stone shape. You swing your sword and now the reptiles are all dead as stone.
What?
You search them for any clues of who
No,
sent them.
not quite.
Of healing upon your wounds. You see the reptiles are weakening. They take off and make their way towards the forest.
Can't let them get away. You think to yourself. and throw some daggers at the reptiles who are trying to escape. Okay. We should have this.
You let out a battle cry and charge into the forest after them, swinging wildly with your
Okay, not
sword.
quite, but okay.
You leap through the air and land on the back of one of the reptiles, knocking it to the ground.
You flip the reptile onto his back and say, "Who is your leader and what do you want with the towns, with the livestock?" Let's see if he's gonna give up anything.
You see one of the reptiles raise his staff and shout, "Lagargan, stop."
Okay, what's Lagargan? Lagargan.
You attempt to make demands of the reptile who is your leader. And what do you want with the livestock? You look down and see that the reptiles are picking up your daggers.
You punch the reptile in the face, because I'm on top of him, right? And I've got him flipped onto his back, so I could easily go bop.
And flip back onto your feet. You see them throw the daggers back at you. You raise your sword to block the daggers. You see that the reptile is bringing his staff down upon your head.
You shout, "Who's Fraba?" Let's let's see what happens. See if I can just make up words.
Then jump to the side as the staff nearly takes your head off.
The staff nearly takes my head off. What kind of staff is this? Is it a pointy metal staff, otherwise known as a sword?
You stab the reptile in the heart and stand back against a tree.
Who else wants some of this? No, shit. Let's see if it works. I'm ready to correct it though. You else want some of
You shout
this?
to the other reptiles. The other two reptiles stare at you. They put their staffs down and back away.
Who sent you? You say to the two reptiles. Oh boy.
Our master did, says the reptiles. He says he is sorry for attacking you, but we are only following orders.
Who is your master? Let's see how much we can get out of this.
You say as you sheath your sword. The two reptiles then tell you about a local man in the town of Ceylon who is recruiting help. You are shocked as you consider what to do next.
Get out of here and never return, you say to the reptiles. Did we just finish a quest?
The two reptiles run back towards the forest. You sit down and question if what they told you could really be true.
You head back to town and hope claim the reward of 1,200 gold pieces. Did we do good? I think we did good.
For the town council. You go into the Three Rats Tavern and order some dinner. You think about the quest you were given.
No. I did the quest already. It's done.
For the quest.
Okay. Continue. Yes. And
You enter the tavern and see the clerk look up. You are back from Ceylon, I see. Well, did you find out what was happening?
I murdered all of the reptiles. I'm gonna lie. Before I killed the last one, it told me that their master is a resident of Ceylon. We're gonna lie. See if it knows.
You say it is a dark day indeed. How did you know that they came from Ceylon? What did they say? You must have misheard them and killed them in vain. The clerk says,
Just give me my money and I'll be on my way. I gotta get the Doloth. But I need
you
money.
say in a bitter tone. The clerk hands you the money and says, be wary, creatures like these often lie to get their enemies to lower their guard.
Okay. You leave Ceylon and head towards Doloth. And
Got the village of Dalath in a land known as Northland. The people are very friendly and the streets are wide and clean.
you put out an ad in the local, in the town square. You put up a poster in the town square that says retired adventurer seeking wife. If interested, I am staying at the Salty Jerk Tavern. I will be staying here for a fortnight. So please be prompt in expressing interest. I was trying to think like how something like Craigslist or Tinder would work in like medieval fantasy times, and I just picture somebody putting up a poster like that on a bulletin board.
You rest at the Salty Jerk for a few hours, and enjoy some of the specialty fish dishes the tavern has to offer. You see a woman come into the tavern wearing a red dress.
Okay. Go ahead, AI. Continue. What doth she want?
She had long red hair, and she wore a red leather hood.
Okay. Continue. What else?
You get up from your seat and walk over to her. Hello, are you interested in meeting an adventurer?
Nah, she has to come to me, if that's the
She
case.
approached you and
Yeah.
spoke to you in a sultry voice. You are the one looking for a wife? I am indeed. What is your name and can we go now?
That works. We didn't change the music.
The sooner we leave, the better for both of us. You say.
Okay. So far, it's good. So far, so good. Come on. Give me a bit more.
My name is Rulia, and I would very much like to go with you, she says.
You pick up relay and head to the nearest temple, hoping the priest will wed you.
You pick up Rulia and head to the nearest temple, hoping the priest will wed you.
Try again, AI. You know what you're doing. You can do this.
You meet with the high priest, who says of course we can wed you too. We of the temple of Joestar are very understanding and liberal.
Thank you very much for the follow, Crimson Avali. Thanks for staying out here with us. We're getting married. They're a very understanding liberal bunch. Okay, continue. We did
The
what?
priest pours you two a glass of wine and says, I shall perform the ceremony this evening. What is your name, by the way? Says
Oh
the
shit.
priest.
I am... Yeah. My name is Rodar Bone Crusher. That's okay. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you around the community a bit more. I always love it when new people decide they want to stay for a bit. My name is Throdar Bone Crusher. And my wife to be, and this is my wife to be. You say, you reply. So we did one quest and now we're just straight up retiring and getting married. The most boring
My
D&D
name is
campaign
Throdar
ever.
Bone Crusher, and this is my wife to be, Rulia. You reply. You and Rulia return to your home.
No, we didn't. We don't have a home yet. We did. No.
You return to the temple at around sundown. The
There we go.
ceremony was fairly short, and soon you are a married man.
Okay. Continue. Continue.
You leave the temple and head back to the tavern where you had rested earlier. As you reach the tavern, you see a crowd of people gathering around the building.
I have an idea. We'll see what happens with this, though.
You push your way through and see that the tavern is on fire. What is going on here? Says Rulia.
I don't know. And I don't want to find out. I am retired. You say. I don't know, and I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I am retired. You say. Grabbing relay by the hand. I think so. I think so. I think this is really funny that we picked specifically the RPG story and we're just trying to derail it and not do a story. Like what people normally do to their DMs. Like, hey, I got this great plot hook, this great story, and you're like, no.
And running away. You look for the nearest way out of Northland and see that your ship is waiting by the docks. You make your way towards the ship, and the captain helps you get on board.
Give me the best room on the ship, and I will pay you 200 gold. Tonight's my wedding night. Wait, tonight is my honeymoon. Great abscond. Yeah, right? The most boring D&D adventure ever. We killed some reptiles to get money.
I would appreciate it if you kept the noise to a minimum. The captain says, of course, for that kind of money we could at least wait until morning. And he laughed.
Okay. What else, AI? This is the Cthulhu model for anyone just joining. So it's a new AI model that's not released yet. It's a demo model.
Rulia went to bed.
I'm not going to type anything. This is not my fault. Whatever this says next is not my fault.
You woke up in the middle of the night to find yourself very cold and very wet, and that Rulia has disappeared.
Why am I wet?
See that you are alone on a ship.
Oh. Why am I wet? I don't know. I don't think, no, like, Cthulhu is just the name of the model. It doesn't actually have anything to do with Cthulhu.
You are in a vast ocean, where the only land is a small rocky island in the far distance. You climb the mast hoping to see where you are, but you find that the ship has no sail.
Even though you have only been married a few minutes, you already miss your wife. You already miss your probably ex-wife. Yeah, she's sus. Oh man. If you think this stuff is good, go watch. Oh, one sec.
Until you are so tired that you lay down on the deck of the ship and go to sleep.
If you think this one's good, I'd recommend watching the VOD. But watch the VOD on YouTube, because I'm going to have it sectioned off into chapters so you can jump story to story. Watch the first two we did. They were amazing. One of them was a cheap SpongeBob ripoff, and the other one we were crazy Batman. And I mean crazy Batman. Like Psycho Batman. Those two were really good.
You dream that you are walking on a highway through a thick forest with a group of your friends. You had all just finished a quest and were going to the Ceylon Town Council to receive our reward.
Oh. You hear a loud crash of thunder and wake up abruptly. So, one sec, after it reads this. I don't know when the next multiplayer is. It didn't really work well yesterday, I'll be honest. Whenever I think the AI can actually handle it.
Just a dream, and try to cry quietly so that the sailors would not think you are crazy.
Oh shit, it was all a dream? So what's happening right now is this is an RPG story where we did one quest and then retired and married the first we basically had a Craigslist marriage, left on a boat, woke up, my wife was gone, and then but waking up was all part of the dream, because now we're waking up and we've never... You probably still fought the lizards? I don't know. But anyway, now we woke up again, and now we're on the boat, and we're crying quietly so the sailors won't think we're crazy. So I don't know what's happened and what's not. Something happened.
You look towards the ship's railing and see that the sun is coming up on a strange land. You look more closely and see that it is a large stone landmark with an impressive staircase leading to a temple.
Okay. An impressive staircase leading to a temple. You walk over to one of the sailors and ask if you boarded the ship with a lady.
The night before. Yes, she said she was your wife. Laughed the sailor. She also asked us to get you as far away from the coast as possible.
What happened to my wife? It wasn't a dream. But now what?
You say. She turned into a giant stone head and told us to get the hell out of here. Chuckled the sailor.
No! He turned into a giant stone head. The moral of the story is
Colon.
no, try again.
That you should be careful who you marry.
There you go. That's the story in a nutshell. You should be careful who you marry. Yeah, don't marry Cthulhu. Okay. What? How does this one work? Are you tired of wanting to play a dungeon but you have no idea what to play? You're tired of looking around Explorer but finding no good scenarios to satisfy your palate? Well, this is your lucky day. With OpenAI's cutting-edge technology, you'll have an AI that will create the scenario you want. Oh, it makes the prompt? That's interesting. Let's explore. Let's play some... You know, do we make our own prompt or do we explore? We'll take a quick look. 2 AI dungeon users interact. Okay. We've had some really good luck with custom, so let's make a custom prompt. Okay. Crab Brave Murder. Okay. You are... Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try prompt maker. Where was it? Scenario generator. So how does it work? Put your tags here. Okay. Action. Okay. Crabs. Hank Hill. Um. Propane. Explosions. And magic. You ready for this? So, question, do I keep playing off this or do I copy this into another game somewhere else?
You are Hank Hill. You will find yourself in a kingdom of crabs, full of props from the Hank Hills area.
Nah.
It is a setting where crabs live, and Hank Hill lives. You must fill the beach with explosives to kill the crabs.
I might have gone too...
The world has been taken over by an army of giant crabs.
Oh.
And in this place, propane is a very important power source. With it, you can infinitely propel yourself into the sky with no limit.
Okay. We're gonna take this and we're gonna start anew with one thing. You are Hank Hill. I know, right?
You will be the hero of them all. You are Hank Hill. This is a text-based adventure. However, you must know how to manage your supplies, as they may be...
No. Stop turning this into a game.
If you jump off the edge of a cliff, you can fly...
No, this is not a game. It's someone's life.
Without it, you are brittle and easily broken. Everything is going your way, until the day your lawnmower breaks down.
I don't know, man. Come on, AI.
You find a portal from your world to this one.
Okay.
In your backyard.
Here we go.
Your wife has already fallen under the influence.
Here we go.
And you must kill her.
Here we go.
Do so with your infinite throne.
Okay. Your wife, Peggy, falls motionless on the ground. You whisper in her ear. Taste the meat, not the heat. As you close her eyes and walk through the portal.
Into this strange world. You find yourself in your backyard. You look for this portal, but it is not there.
No.
The portal will remain open for 5 minutes. You must plan your attack accordingly.
You look around for anything that can be used in conjunction with propane. I guess.
You happen to notice a large quantity of propane-powered lawn mowers. You are Hank Hill.
The back door was a portal to my backyard. Oh my god. Get on. You get on one of the propane-powered lawnmowers and fly to the high ground.
Of the place you are in.
No thanks.
Around where the portal is coming from. You quickly realize that this is very necessary, as the hordes of crabs are vast in number.
I will avenge you, Peggy. you say, shedding a single tear as you prepare to attack the incoming crabs. Okay, this is good.
You ignite the lawnmower's engine and propel yourself into the sun as the first wave of crabs come through. You are Hank Hill.
You use your Hankness to your advantage. You are Hank Hill.
You can do things other men cannot. You can kill crabs with your bare hands. You can throw propane tanks at them.
You prove this by doing so. And are overwhelmed with the satisfying sound of crab screams. The satisfying sound of crab screams. I know. This is so good.
You know in your heart that Peggy would be proud. You are Hank Hill.
Oh, this is so good.
Kill.
Of course. Uh-oh, my music stopped.
You find a large quantity of propane tanks. You use them to send waves of crabs flying through back into their own world, which you believe is called Pluto.
I'm just gonna let the AI go again. Oh my god.
You know that this portal will last long enough for you to kill all of the crabs, and you will do so for the memory of your wife.
Keep going, AI. You're doing so good. Keep going.
You are happy. You are Hank Hill.
Stop. Oh. Imagine if every time you did you did anything in life, no matter how mundane, your life was narrated. And you were like, you were playing AI Dungeon. You are sagging Rufus. You are sagging Rufus. I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna let it keep going.
You are Hank Hill. It is 5 minutes later. You have completed your mission. The portal closes, cutting off any remaining escape for the crab army and trapping them in your world.
Every time. Better question, how does it know that's funny?
You find your way to the street and prepare for the next steps. You will call the army, the police, the fire department, and emergency services as soon as possible.
You run to the nearest propane-powered payphone.
You are Hank Hill. You pick up the receiver. It is dead. You look at the coin slot as its insides move to form a picture of a crab.
God damn it. I don't know why I find this so funny at this point, but you take a step back and reach into your pocket. Yeah. You'd be like, what the fuck? Crabs? From another dimension. Really?
You have no change. However, you notice your business card. You are Hank Hill. You are Hank Hill.
You are... Whoa. I love how it just keeps doing it over and over.
You have risen in the ranks to become the president of your
What?
powered telephone company.
Oh,
You earn
man.
wealth by using a very simple business plan.
I really like that. But we're not going to do it because it breaks the story.
You take your business card from your pocket and throw it at the slot. This seems to work fine as you hear a dial tone.
Call the... What were all the places I said I would call? And let's pick the least effective one. You call 911. Let's just do that. Call
And
Peggy.
report the situation. You hear a steady tone. You realize that this is not a good thing. You wait 5 minutes for an operator to pick up. You call back again and get the same result.
Oh no. Oh no. What else, AI? Tell me more. Please tell me more.
You look around for another payphone. You find one about a mile away. You are Hank Hill. You begin to walk the distance, and then you see them.
What do I see? It just keeps throwing them in randomly.
Thousands of the crabs
Oh no.
waiting to attack again. You quickly hide in a nearby alleyway and look for a weapon. You find a propane tank and hurl it at the first group that comes by.
The propane tank. Transforms into a propane robot and starts and with a propane robot with a hate that hates crabs. Let's get real.
Dottie knows you are Hank. You run towards the payphone while the robot defends you. It is a good thing you have this robot, though the battle will not be easy.
Of course it knows I'm Hank Hill. It's sentient.
Again, and this time you use your cell phone. An operator answers but then quickly hangs up. You think of what to do as you look around for the operator.
The operator's on the phone. Stop
You
it.
get one last operator. You are Hank Hill. You wave to the robot and the operator as you begin your final calls. You
No,
report the situation.
that's not it either.
Again, when you get to the next payphone, you are Hank Hill. You step up onto the small plastic stool and pick up the receiver.
You call the only man who will believe you. Dale Gribble.
Does you do so?
I didn't think it would keep throwing it back at me.
Dot you shout his name into the phone. You try again and get his answering machine. You are very troubled by this, as Dale is almost always home. You wonder why he does not pick up.
To Dale's house. You yell to the propane robot. We need more than that. We need to get to Dale's house. You yell to the propane robot. Oh, really? What do you mean every copy? Do you mean every game or every
And
account?
you will follow so as to slaughter any crabs in the way.
Nah.
You then find your way to the Gribble's home, where you find both Dales waiting for you.
Both
You are Hank Hill.
Dales.
These things are everywhere.
No.
Dot you notice there are more crabs on the horizon. You think to yourself that this is not good. It is about now that you hear sirens in the distance.
Thanks for coming out, Crimson. See you later. Oh
The
my
crab
god.
army is headed his way, and I need to get back to my house to get my propane tank robot. You
No.
run back to your house and get the robot.
I've already got the robot.
Dot at once, sir. It replies. You take the journey across town to Dale's home.
You run up to the front door and knock loudly. Dale, are you home? Oh my god, this was such a good night.
You shout as the crabs are getting closer. You hear no response. You run around to the side of the house and look through the window. It is not a good sight.
Uh-oh. What is it?
You see Dale and his neighbor Jim having a fight, so I says to him, that's no way to treat a friend. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Dale. You yell to get his attention. Over here. You explain everything to Dale. I can't wait to see the moral of the story.
Who is not surprised by the events. He informs you that
Of
he
course.
has been visited by the crabs as well, though his and Jim's battle did not go nearly as well.
What should we do? They keep multiplying, and my propane robot is almost out of gas.
I don't know, says Dale as he looks through his window. Maybe you better check out the moonshine in Shack.
You go to the moon. Dine-in shack.
While the propane robot defends you from the horde of crabs, you find the portal. It is malfunctioning and will not open again.
You lick the portal, hoping it will open. This was so good. Oh my god.
It does not. You are sorry to find this, as you remember the strange young man who sold you your business card so many years ago. You
No.
walk back to your car.
No. No.
From the other side. It does not. You wriggle your arms and legs against the surface of the portal. You find that you can move inside a small area. You call for the robot to follow you.
Oh man, let's bring the robot back to Arlen, Texas.
You are now in the dimension of the portal. You look for a way out.
You emerge where you began. In Arlen, Texas.
Near the Hankshire residence. You run inside as the crabs are attacking
No,
the propane
no,
robot.
no.
The
There's no,
crabs
there's
gain
no,
entry
there,
to the
no,
house and begin
no.
Dot. You look around to locate
No.
the source of the crabs.
We're home. The crabs are done.
Dot. You look around for Dale. The city has become the ocean. You are now on top of the water.
No, this has got to calm down.
Dot. However, everything is slightly different. You find a sign on the water tower saying Mexico is that way. You look to the right and see Mexico.
Climb the water tower.
And look out for a way home.
Nope.
You see the moon.
Nope.
And look for a way out of town.
Nope.
You find none.
I know. I want to end. I want to end this here. I want to end this here. I might have to just go back. I know what I want it to be.
Find a strange sight.
No.
The ocean
Okay.
is gone. You look up into the sky.
You climb the
There is
water
no ocean
tower
above you, only a giant metal sphere
and look
with several
out
openings in it.
over your home town. It's all over now, Peggy. You whisper to yourself. You jump as high as you can into the air and turn into a propane tank. Your story ends here. The end. The moral of the story is
People can get in a lot of trouble if they mess with portals.
yeah. Yes, they can. They sure can. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks everyone for coming out. I really appreciate it. This was really fun. I think we had a lot of really good stories tonight. And I'm gonna look for someone to raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. Or we won't raid, we'll just host them. I don't think I have enough people for a raid right now, but if you only saw some of this and you want to see the rest, it's gonna go on YouTube and it's gonna be all annotated out what's what. So I would recommend checking it out. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I had a blast and I hope you did too. Have a good night.